Let me just bring you up to date on our breaking news reports of an explosion and potentially a terror attack in Turkey. Our correspondent Victoria Craig is in Ankara. Victoria, just tell us what you know at this stage.
Well, the Interior Minister has now confirmed that it is a terror attack. He confirmed it on X in a post there probably about 45 minutes or so ago. This attack happened at TUSAŞ, that's the Turkish aerospace industry headquarters in Ankara. It's on the outskirts of the city, so it's not in the city center where I am here. He said in his post on X that there were martyrs and injured, but provided no more specific details on that. And he warned people in this country and outside of it, of course, to make sure that we get our information from official sources. Of course, as we know, social media can run rampant with rumors. State media, meanwhile, are reporting that personnel at that facility today were directed to shelters for security and that security forces, firefighters, and medical teams have been dispatched. So very much a fluid situation here as we await more details.
We're just seeing live images from the site, and we have got some images too of where the explosion happened. Can you just tell us about the target here? Tell us about the company.
Yeah, we don't really know a whole lot more about what's happened, but this is the Turkish Aerospace Industries company, so very much working in the aerospace industry, aeronautics, defense as well. Worth noting that the Interior Minister today was in Istanbul, so he's not actually here in the capital for an aerospace conference where they were sort of showing off new defense technology, new security technology, and all those kinds of things. You know, at first people had wondered if this was potentially an attack on the minister or the ministry, but obviously that wasn't the case. He's not in town today. So very much at this building, it appeared from videos circulating on social media that this was one explosion and that there weren't, repeat attacks. But as I said, a very fluid situation, and we're still, waiting to get further detail.
Yeah, and we don't want to speculate, but obviously Turkey is a key player in the Middle East, and obviously we've been covering the ongoing conflict there. We've also been covering the ongoing conflict with Russia and Ukraine, but obviously there's internal politics within Turkey too. So any indications at all as to who might be behind this as yet?
No indications as yet, but it is worth noting the timing of this. It comes as the head of the Nationalist Movement Party, the MHP, which is a key ally of President Erdogan's party in parliament, said in a speech yesterday that the leader of the Kurdish militant group, which is known as the PKK, who is now in jail, could be allowed to speak in parliament only if he says that the group will end its insurgency. And there has been this conflict ongoing for about 40 years. And there has been speculation that a peace process will start any time. So there have been previous attacks for which this organization has taken credit, for lack of a better term, for. So, certainly don't want to speculate in this particular case, but it is worth noting that this potential dialogue, I should say, could be something that the Turkish government is looking to start with the group.
And with reports of casualties, again, has there been any information on that? And do we know whether people will be taken to the town, which is just outside Ankara, isn't it?
Yeah, just on the outskirts of Ankara. So I'm trying to think in my head. I was just there not that long ago, probably 20, 30 minutes by car, depending on traffic. So it's not in the center of the town, not where the ministries are, for example. And like I said, we don't know. We don't have a specific casualty count. As far as I know, I need to check to see what the government has said, if there have been any updates from security forces or from the minister himself. But at last check, which was fairly recent, about half an hour ago, there weren't any official counts of injured or deaths related to this incident.
OK, well, Victoria Craig, thank you very much indeed for bringing us up to date there with those reports of blasts being heard at an aviation company near Ankara, just outside the city, and it is not clear as yet who might be behind that attack, if that indeed is what it is. A terror attack, as it's being described there by the government.